learned what is real and fabricated. What is wrong? What is my problem? What can I get out of this world that I created? Fighting the storms in my head. Don't know where I have been. I'm alone, no one to turn to. No one understands, shit's too complicated. Away, and I feel like I am someone else. Away, and I feel like I don't know myself, no. Away, and I feel like I don't know my name. And I don't want to live this way. I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
Unknown Brain, Marvin Divine, and we back.
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Made it through the rain and rain. I turned nothing into something. No more dealing with their assumptions. Cause I do what I gotta do and I know, can't nobody do it like me. All they do is judge me for who I might be. Maybe if they took some time to pick my mind to see that I'm cooler than lemons and iced tea. All I wanna do is live it up with the homies. Everybody really talking as if they know me. But I guess I gotta face it. I'm so tired of being faceless.
I don't wanna keep on wasting a life. I'm drowning in my head, I'm losing the mind. And if you could know, yeah, if I could show you, I don't wanna keep on living this life so faceless.
So faceless.
Kevin Hart here. You know, with Chase Freedom Unlimited, you can cash back 3% on dining, including takeout. So when your daytime snacking or your lips are smacking, you're cash backing. How do you cash back? Learn more at chasefreedom.com.
Restrictions and limitations apply. Offer subject to change. Cards are issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right?
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Ooh, pass me the intercom thingy.
Attention shoppers. If you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Don't pay for water. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods.
Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes.
Hello, my name is Kai Unity Kai. Welcome. I'm going to be doing a little bit of retro tonight, meaning starting off with the Street Racing game, Street Racing Syndicate, and may do maybe some Silent Hill 4 after that, or maybe a first-person shooter. Not quite exactly sure, but I am going to start it with Street Racing Syndicate. I think I launched this in a windowed mode. I can't quite remember. Might be full screen. Let me see what happens. Yeah, I think it's full screen. Just waiting to get into the game so I can exit it. Alright, so it is display, it looks like. How about that intro? So, I turned the music off because it is inevitably going to contain some copyrighted tracks, so I just turned it off. I don't know if you can sign in. It says not signed in. Maybe there's still an online feature? I'm not quite sure.
He what? Oh, hell no. When? Oh, yeah. Man, I told that fool. Yeah, hit me back. I can't believe that fool. The cops popped Eddie last night for street racing. Man, if we don't run, I'm out 3 G's. Right. Huh, I got this. Okay, check it. You're racing in the GTR today. You just can't lose in that baby. Win this, and you'll have a fat stack to buy a ride. I'll split the winnings with you. Come on, let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna have to restart that. I think so. Also, I guess I'll have to set the controller back on the settings on Steam. I turned the controller off because it kept using the left joystick. As like a mouse, but I guess I have to have it on, I'm not sure. Maybe so. So, enable Steam input for Xbox controllers. Alright, so I guess I do have to have it on. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to turn off the wheeler. It doesn't look like it works with this game. I was hoping it would. Or maybe it's just because wheeler isn't working at the moment. Let me see if I can get it to work with the controller. It should. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I have to configure it for the controller. That's why I have it configured for the steering wheel. Okay, so R is what I want to use. But with Steam, it's gonna... That's why I don't like when Steam uses the controller as a mouse. Because it's gonna prevent me from setting it up correctly. Suppose what I could do is use a different combination, I suppose. Maybe I'll do that. So R is what I wanted to use for the throttle, but okay. So the bumper button, that'll work. So yeah, I don't know. Seems... Well, when it's locked into the game, it'll be alright, I guess. But I dislike how Steam uses the controller as a mouse. Don't know how to fix that. I wish they would stop doing that. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend time really trying to figure it out, so... I really wanted to wheel her on, though, dang it. Alright, well, I guess I'll just have to do it this way. Not ideal, definitely not. But it'll work. Yeah, definitely not ideal. Alright, so I'm going to skip the intro this time, get right into it. It's already burned up, about 5 minutes or so trying to figure that out. But essentially what the problem is here, and I guess it's only with Steam, but the certain buttons, like the left joystick, the triggers, right trigger, left trigger, it will interpret it as a mouse movement. So it's kind of like, you know, you're using the controller and then it's like opening applications in the background and stuff. So you can't have that happening, you know, when you're playing something. I know that the PlayStation 4, the remote play on that, the trackpad would act as a mouse. But other than that, it worked fine. And I think that the trackpad was supposed to be used as like a, kind of like have a secondary use as a mouse, I guess. Alright, well anyway, I'll get into it here. Alright, so the controller looks like it needs to be set up with Steam. Alrighty. Well, street mode is the story mode, so I'll go ahead and get into it.
He what? Oh, hell no. When? Yeah. Man, I told...
And I'm going to skip that because I already seen it. So the turbo in this game, it just has one blow-off valve sound. Doesn't have like a variation in the increment of the blow-off valve as you would normally expect. Kind of like a Need for Speed Heat or something similar. This just has one straight blow-off valve. One sound. I'd like to turn on the music as well, but when I upload this later, it would definitely give copyrights with music. It may even give a copyright with a little bit of music that was in the title screen. I have nitrous as well, but I'm not quite sure how to use it yet. So.
Hell yeah. Here's your split. Now go buy yourself a ride. I gotta go bail Eddie's dumbass out of jail.
Yeah, damn it, Eddie. Okay, so you get to showroom. This is where you get to choose your car. So Mitsubishi or a Toyota, Volkswagen, Subaru, a Lexus, Mazda, and a Nissan. That Mazda RX-7 is looking pretty nice. I think I'll go with that. So it's a 1993 RX-7 R1, valued at $22,900. It was back at the time this game was released. Nowadays, I guess depending on the condition of the vehicle, I mean, it might still be close to that price. If you have something in mint condition with low miles, you know. Oh, well, it's locked, so never mind. Yeah, I think that it's only the Mitsubishi Eclipse and the Volkswagen that are able to be selected. So this is a 2004 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS, valued at $19,449. It has an SOHC 16 valve L4 or inline 4, 2.4 liter engine. So it's an overhead cam, 2.4 liter engine, 16 valve inline 4. So it's a 4-banger, 4-cylinder. It's naturally aspirated, stock it is anyway. 0 to 60 in 9.1 seconds. Top speed of 130 miles per hour. Horsepower is 147. 158 pounds a foot of torque. And 29 kN brake power responsiveness. Oh, so there's some more vehicles under the Mitsubishi slot here. Anyway, I think I'll go with color gray. Oh, this is the year 2002. That's interesting. So in the year 2004, they did blue and red? And in 2002, it was gray, I guess. Okay. Oh, actually, it's a different vehicle. The 2002... Oh, it's a GT, that's why. So the Eclipse GT is an overhead cam 24 valve V6, 3 liter V6, 0 to 60 in 7.2, top speed of 140, horsepower is 200. So this is substantially more powerful. So why not go with that? Well, it's 21,147, so I have enough. I'm gonna get it. And I'll color it black. And so you have the options here between your transmission. I will do manual transmission. What my gears are, though, I don't know. Oh, okay, I see. So, what is downshifting? So just B, drop it into reverse? I don't want to do that. Alright, let me see if I can configure the controls here, because I would prefer to have the downshift the same, or the opposite, rather, of the upshift. Okay, so, gear up. Gear down. There we go. I guess that fixes it. Okay. Handbrake. Ooh, nitrous. Alright, so it looks like high beam and the view map. Okay, the view map, I need to set that. Oh, it's on 7? Okay, that works fine. Rear view and change view. It looks like that's already assigned automatically, so. Alrighty. Okay, it doesn't look like that worked. I think it's because of the way that this is configured with Steam. It's such a bother, to be honest. It's really annoying. So, accelerate. Brake in reverse. Steer left. Steer right. Handbrake. Nope. Gear up. Gear down. Nitrous. I don't think I need the... No, I don't need the clutch. This is a sequential. And also, this is not Xbox 360 controller. This is Xbox One controller. But it thinks it's an Xbox 360 controller. There we go. Alright, I think I've got it. So, flashing lights. That is one thing I need to set up. The high beams. Button 9, I don't know what that is. So I'll just say up. Okay, return. Fine. Whatever. And that works. Okay, so the garage, where would that be? Okay, you use the jump button, sure. Where is the garage? There it is. Alright, so we'll do some performance upgrades here. It looks like I have $8,853 remaining. So, let's see. Engine tuning. How about Goretti? A pulley kit. 150 bucks. So that'll take your 0 to 60 to 6.6 and give you 10 miles per hour faster top speed. And a little bit better on the horsepower. Sure, definitely get that. Okay, so is that installed then, or? Yeah, I guess so. So this pulley kit replaces the water pump and alternator pulleys, reduces reciprocating mass, and decreases engine drag. So 150 bucks, that's not a bad investment when you consider what it gives you. So quite worth it. Suspension. iBox springs. These are the Sportline model. 55 bucks. It'll improve your brakes, well, in the responsiveness, your torque. So you have your Sportline springs, your Pro Kit spring system, or an anti-roll kit, which is the top model. We'll go ahead and go for that. Your exhaust system. And we'll go for a Goretti exhaust. Top of the line, Street Performance, which is 700. Take your 0 to 60 down a little bit, 6.3 seconds, give you an extra 1 mile per hour on your top speed. Quite increases the horsepower, surprisingly. But if you know about exhaust systems and scavenging, essentially, you're trying to get not only the engine to breathe better, but you also need the engine to be able to expel its exhaust as quickly as possible. So you need a very streamlined system. And that's where exhaust scavenging comes in. Okay, nitrous. We'll go with Venom. VCN 1000 kit, that's just a single shot. VCN 2000, that's a double shot. I'm assuming as much. Doesn't really increase the horsepower, of course, but it will increase the top speed in the 0 to 60 because it's going to get you there quicker. Not make you faster, but get you there quicker. If you remember, nitrous is introducing a mixture that allows oxygen, a higher concentration of oxygen, to be introduced, so you burn your fuel more effectively. There go, giving you a boost. And turbo. We'll go with HKS instead of Goretti. And let's see here. A T5 1R SPL HKS turbo. And it looks like I can afford it. And that'll drop the 0 to 60 down to 5.5 seconds. Top speed 151. That'll bring the horsepower up to 311. Torque 306 pounds a foot. Electronics. MSD ignition. So we'll get a digital 7 ignition. These are ignition coils, it looks like. 530. 0 to 65.3, 151. Looks like everything is quite similar there. Brakes. Brembo. Sport slotted discs. That'll give you a greater braking response. Tires. Yokohama. The, let's see here. For an extra $100, Parada Spec 2. Okay, can't quite afford those. Well, I guess I'll just have to run with the... Let's get the BF Goodrich. Nope. Okay, so all this horsepower and stock brakes. So that's a recipe for a disaster. Body kits, I'm not going to be able to afford that either. Nor a spoiler or aka a wing, neon, and wheels. Might be able to get the wheels. What about Koenig? There we go, I like those wheels. Can't quite afford them. Okay. So, what that means is that this car is essentially a sleeper. It has all these performance upgrades. The only thing it doesn't have is aesthetics, cosmetic upgrades, a body kit. Some body kits actually do add to the performance. It kind of depends on the body kit that you get. A lot of them are just for aesthetics only. But there are some that have like air dams and whatnot, and certain angles of the kit that will give you better aerodynamics. So they do actually add to the specs instead of just for looks. But no cosmetic upgrades right now anyway. And that means no body kit, no neon lights, no wing. Looks like this car has a stock wing anyway. So it's quite souped up. And also, when you bang up and damage your car, you come to the garage to get it repaired. So, alrighty. So it looks like I have just right under $1,400 remaining after all those upgrades. Let's go ahead and run over to the dyno. Alright, so it looks like we're running 347 horsepower at 5,599 RPM. Let's just say 350 horses at 5,600 RPM. And we're running 336 pounds-a-foot of torque at just over 5,000 RPM. Not bad.
Listen, there's a crew race you should be hitting. Check your map, head over, and take their bills off them, bro.
Compete in the Team Nemesis crew race. The meet location is shown on the map. I'm just going to jump there. Alright, so this is the Series 1 on the Team Nemesis. The ante is 1,000. Engine, you have to have at least 100 horses. So I meet the entry conditions. Alright, let's go ahead and enter the series. So it looks like we're running against Brian, Mike, and Adrian. Brian is running a Jetta GLS 2-liter. Mike is running an MR2 Spider. And Adrian, an Impreza 2.5 RS. All of which have substantially lower specs than my vehicle currently. Other than Adrian, his Impreza, Subaru Impreza, is running a 0 to 60 in 6.2 seconds, top speed of 133. Though if you consider my top speed and horsepower, well under. So this should be a breeze. So, I think I know what's going on here. Me pressing the buttons that I'm pressing is interacting with Windows. I was wondering what was going on here with a little bit of the lagging there. And it's because it's interacting with Windows and things on my desktop. So it's like, what the hell do you do, you know? I really need to get Steam to stop interacting with my desktop. Let me look at it one more time. But with it interacting that way, I cannot play this game because the controls that I'm trying to use for it, like the shifting buttons and whatnot, how do I get it so that it does not interact with my desktop? Because using the buttons that I'm using, it wants to interact with the desktop. Yeah, like it's opening, pressing L trigger, for instance, opens the sub menu that you would click when you use the mouse. So it's like if you're, even though it's, I thought that it being locked into the game, it wouldn't interact with the desktop, but no, it is. So, let me do a search real quick. See if I can figure out how to get Steam to stop using the controller to interact with the desktop and everything. See if I can find something real quick. Navigate to the controller tab of your Steam settings and disable the slider for the relevant... Well, that will turn the controller off, and then I won't be able to use it in Steam, though. That's what I did originally. Okay, here we go. Here's a Steam community forum post. How to disable controller desktop configuration. How to disable it so my controller stops acting like a mouse and keyboard when I'm not playing games. Yes. Steam settings, controller desktop configuration, select the configuration disabled. That is just for disabling the overlay. When that option is enabled, Steam goes to big picture mode when the game is launched. And I think that option is disabled on my PC. My problem is that gamepad acts like a mouse and a keyboard. Left analog is like arrow keys, right analog moves the mouse. That's exactly the problem I'm having. Left and right triggers are left and right mouse clicks. Yes, same problem I'm having. So what do I do to stop it from doing that? Steam settings, controller desktop configuration, select the config disabled. Okay, well, I'll try it one more time. So just turn it off. Okay. See if that works. If it doesn't, I'll pop on over to a different game. Probably a game outside of Steam, but this is so absolutely annoying. I can let you know that much. Also, I don't know if it saved my settings on my car, because I quickly exited to try to figure out the controller issue. Alright, let me see if I can select my controller. It should recognize it at least. And it doesn't. Oh, wait. There we go. Xbox One. Yes. Alright. So I'll have to remap the controllers. It was recognizing it as the Xbox 360 earlier, but now it sees it as the Xbox One, which it is. Okay. I think it'll work this time. Good thing I looked at that forum. Alright, I think it will work now. So that's a simple fix. Glad I looked at it.
Listen.
Yes, it fixed it. Oh my gosh. Thankfully. So, if you watch this later, and you have an issue, the same issue that I had, where my controls are interacting with the desktop environment while I'm playing the game, what you need to do is you need to go into the Steam settings, which is underneath your name. Go to the settings, and you'll see different toggle switches for your controller. Turn that off. And then, when you go into the game, select your controller and configure it accordingly. And there you go, problem fixed. So, that's how you do it if you need to. Okay, finally get back to the game here. So the Team Nemesis is where I need to go. And I'm just going to jump there. Yeah, controller works perfectly. So again, if you need to fix it, turn off the toggle switch for your controller. Okay, I'm using the wrong shift points. Let me restart this. Entry conditions are not met? What do you mean? I have 339 horsepower. Oh, but I have 0 respect. That's probably because I left the race.
Hey, you doing good, bro?
Go earn some cash at the sanctioned events.
Get your ass over to a
Alright. So I guess just drive slowly.
Look, man, you ain't got the bills.
Yeah, let's race. So my car is super overpowered. But the only reason I couldn't get into the race, I also lost cash too. I lost $1,000 for quitting that race. And it took my respect down to 0. Oh my god. So, do not exit a race. If you are in a race, don't exit it. Just keep going even if you lose. The only reason I did is because I wanted to restart it, but apparently that didn't work. I had to leave the series. And when I did that, Took my respect down to 0. And I forfeited $1,000 for leaving the race. Like, holy crap. So now you have to go earn some cash. Cruise zones, what's that? Parkway Cruise, Santa Cruz, Sunset Cruise? So just cruising? Oh, it's a, I need to go to the garage and fix up my car. I don't think I have enough money, though. My hood's all messed up. Let me go to the garage. Let's see if I have enough money. So how much is it to repair? Alright, that did it. And I have freaking $5 left. So I'm going to use that $5 and get a Subway footlong. $5 footlong. So I have a really nice car. Souped up. The best of the best that's available so far in this game. Well, not the best, but really nice. And $5 in my pocket. And I just banged up my car again, dang it. How do I flash my lights? Let's see. High beam is down. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like down is working. Neither down on the D-pad or directional pad.
Yeah, I'd like to kick your ass for
Yeah, no way. Alright. How the heck do I earn some money then? I have $5. Is there an entry to Team Nemesis? Yeah, yeah, you need $1,000, so pretty much screwed then. Go in some cash at the sanctioned events, the locations on the city map. So some sanctioned events. Past the seafront and through the mall. It's fast and it's curvy.
Look, man, you ain't got the bills.
You need money for that as well. What about respect challenges? Angelica's challenge. Keep up with the Celica, don't lose it, and don't crash into it. Okay, seems simple enough.
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast car. But driving fast isn't hard. Any idiot can do that. But driving with style? Now that's where you see who the men are and who's just a boy. You're not just a boy, are you?
So keep up with the Celica.
Are you going to show me what you can do?
Don't lose it and don't crash into it.
This isn't impressing me. I'll be waiting right here.
So I'm blasting nitrous to keep up with her. Alright. You can't crash into it, it says. Blast some more nitrous. Ah, crap, she took a turn. Dang it.
Come back when you know how to handle that thing, yeah?
Okay, I'm gonna try that again.
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast car. But driving fast isn't hard. Any idiot can do that. But driving with style? Now that's where you see who the men are and who's just a boy. You're not just a boy, are you? So,
alright, let's do it.
Are you going to show me what you can do? I'll be...
She hit into the car? She did.
Come back
She ran into the truck. Yeah? I was wondering why the distance meter kept increasing. She slammed into that truck.
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast car. But driving fast isn't hard, and I'll be waiting right here.
Oh man, I blasted all my nitrous. Oh crap. Yeah, it is pretty difficult.
Come back when you know how to handle that thing, yeah?
Alright, I'll get it. What is my brake? Upshift and downshift. What is my brake? That's just reverse.
Hi. That I'll be waiting right here.
So you can't get too far ahead of her, it looks like. Crap, banged into her. Can't do
Come
that.
back when you know how to handle that thing, yeah?
Alright, I gotta get it. How much cash is up for grabs anyway?
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast... I'll be
I guess
waiting
you
right
will
here.
just find out if you get it or not. So you don't want to get too far ahead of her. Come on, man. No. Ah, crap. Ah, I almost had that one.
You know how to handle that thing, yeah?
I'll try it again. I almost had that too. I feel like Brian from Fast and Furious.
Hi.
Almost had
That
you.
looks like a pretty fast car. But driving fast isn't hard. Any idiot can do that. But driving with style? Now that's where you see who the men are and who's just a boy. You're not just a boy, are you? So, are you gonna show me what you can do? This I'll be waiting right here.
Alright, let's get. So I don't have any nitrous, I wasted it all. Well, I shouldn't say wasted, but I used it all. Okay, I don't want to get too far ahead of her. I don't know how many feet ahead you can get, maybe 150 it looks like. Because I was almost at 100 and it still kept me in the race. But I'm gonna, because I know where she's going, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. That'd be funny if she went a different way. Let me make sure she's behind me. There she is. Come on, man. Ah, crap.
Come back
I'm
when
gonna
you know
get
how
you.
to handle that thing, yeah?
I'm gonna get you. What is my freaking brake, though? Because I'm using what I think is the brake, but I think it's reverse. There is the handbrake. Oh, it's brake slash reverse, I see. I need to get some money. I need to go get my car fixed up. And need the money to get into the T-Series race.
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast car. I'll be waiting right here.
Alright. As per usual, I'm going to run ahead of her. But not too far. So maybe you can get 300 feet behind her, or 300 feet ahead of her. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so I know where she's going, so like I says, I'm going to take advantage of that knowledge. As long as I don't get 300 feet ahead of her, I'm okay. Okay, she turns down here. Okay, and from here I don't know where she goes, so I need to wait for her. There she is. Ah, come on, dude. Oh man, that moves fast too. Okay, so I see where she goes. Alright, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep going, because I'm seeing her track. So I'll keep doing it.
Hi. That looks like a pretty fast car. But driving fast isn't hard. Any idiot can do that. But driving with style? Now that's where you see who the men are and who's just a boy. You're not just a boy, are you? So, are you gonna show me what you can do? This isn't impressing me.
The poly count on those
I'm waiting.
club bouncers. Hey, that's game programming.
This isn't impressing me.
You gotta give, you know, you have a certain amount of bandwidth in terms of your
I'm waiting.
polygon count you can
I'll
use.
be waiting right here.
Gotta put it towards the most important models. Okay, so I have a pretty good idea on where she's going, so again, I'm gonna take advantage of that knowledge and just head on it. I just need to make sure that I don't get 300 feet ahead of her. 300 feet ahead or below is too much. Alright, she's keeping up pretty well, so... There's times when she falls behind, though, like right now. Oh man, I just busted that dude's radiator. Ah, crap, and I hit her in the...
Come back when you
Ooh,
know
this
how
is
to
a hard
handle
one.
that thing, yeah?
I really want to get this done, though, dang it. My car is all messed up and mangled. Need to go to the repair shop, but I don't have any money.
I'll be waiting right here.
Did she bang into a car again or something? Seems like she did. I heard like some crunching. There she is. Alright, she's keeping up now. Here she comes. Okay, so I know she heads down here. And she makes a left. And she heads up here. There she is. Okay, I don't know where she goes from here. Hey, I got it! Cool.
Yeah, you did real good. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Okay. Go earn some cash at the sanctioned event, so... That did nothing? She just told me good job? And that's it? Oh, wait. I think there's something on the map down there. Or was it... Oh, crap. Here comes the cops.
Yeah, I'd like to kick your ass for free, but...
Okay, well... I thought maybe I would have got some money for that. I guess not. Yeah, so I don't have enough money to fix up my car. I don't really know what all I can do. Oh wait, maybe just finish these respect challenges, I guess? So the next one is Kayla's checkpoint run.
Hey, baby. You know I got a thing for bad boys and fast cars. You want to show me just how bad you are?
Sure.
All right. So go impress me, baby.
Baby. Alright, I think I'm, got this. Got it in the bag.
Awesome. Maybe you and me could hook up. Yeah? Cool.
Yeah, still no cash. Alright, what is the last crew meet? Was that a crew meet? No, not a crew meet. Respect challenge. Sasha's respect challenge. Oh, okay, so these are just for respect. That is one thing I need is respect, because my respect went down to 0 after leaving that T-Series race. Now that I know that, I'll never leave a race. Even if I'm going to lose it, I'll stay in it. I normally do that, but... There's Sasha. 2004 style.
So, you're the new guy around here, huh? Thought you'd come see if I wanted to hook up with you, right? Well, if you can prove to me you're not all show, then maybe I'll think about it.
Okay.
Come on.
So, her acid-washed jeans. So 2003, 2004. For me, personally, my favorite time of life, I'd have to say, was 2000 to
I'm still waiting to be
2004.
impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby.
I really like that time
I don't know what you're
frame
waiting
era.
for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. You can start whenever you're ready, baby. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. Come on. I don't know what you're waiting for. So, I'm still waiting to be impressed. You can start whenever you're ready, baby.
I'm ready. Give me just a second.
I don't know what you're waiting for.
So, score the required respect
I'm still waiting to be impressed.
within the time limit.
You can start whenever you're ready, baby. I'm waiting.
So, what do I need to do? Just drive really fast? Drift? Yeah, I just need to get respect. So I guess just drive real fast. Get near misses and drift.
Nice try, cowboy. You come back when you're shooting straight.
What do you want me to do?
So, you're the new guy around here, huh? I'm waiting.
I'm not quite sure what she wants me to do. Maybe race others? Doesn't seem like my high beams are working though, so I can't very well do that. Yeah, so they gave me points, but it didn't do anything. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Alright, well, here's the thing. I have $5, so I can't enter any races, so I'm going to have to continue with the getting rep. But I think what I'm going to do here for the last part of the stream is I'm going to put on Need for Speed Underground 2. If I have it on my computer. I don't know if I have it on this computer. But, let me see if I do. So, I'm going to take a little gander, see if I have it on here. If I don't, I'll do something else. But I'm thinking about doing about another hour and a half. So, I was kind of planning on 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Or 2.5 hours to 3 hours, rather. So, let me take a little gander.
24/7, like Old Spice,
and see if I can find it on this
Himalayan
computer.
sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my
Okay, it looks like I do have it.
from stealing it. My impossibly
It's the play disc, though. I don't know if I actually have it installed. I have the play disc. Yeah, okay, I think I do have it installed, actually. So I don't know if I need to mount the play disc or not. It's a virtual disc, so I would mount it virtually. Okay, so I pinned it to start. I think I can do it this way. So what we'll do is just take a little break here, wait for this song to finish, and then I'll go ahead and launch up Need for Speed. Okay, so I will try to see what happens here. I'm not quite sure what will happen, but I don't know. It may work properly, it may not. I think that I have to have the play disc mounted, but I'm not quite sure on that either. Also, another problem is my USB ports seem to be having issues lately. The ports in the front. I don't know if it's because of like oxidation, or if it is because there's an issue like with the voltage that's supplied to the USB ports. I'm not quite sure. I think it's probably more oxidation. I don't know. Or if not oxidation, maybe like debris or something. But it seems that the ports on the front side of my motherboard, which are the front USB ports on this tower here, seem to have issues where when devices are connected, it will show a message, USB device not recognized. And then you'll have to unplug it and plug it back in, and eventually it will recognize it, but that's not normal, you know. Shouldn't do that. So I'm thinking that it could perhaps be like debris, you know. Maybe I need to use take a Q-tip and some alcohol solution, some isopropyl alcohol, you know, and gently clean the ports, perhaps. That's kind of what I was thinking. If it's not that, I just have to get a brand new motherboard, but not. I would really prefer not to have to do that. But anyway, with that said, let's see what happens here with Need for Speed. Set it in my start menu, so there it is, ready to go. Let's see what happens. And it works. Cool. Didn't even need to mount the disc.
Hi, I'm Brooke Burke, and I play Rachel Teller in Need for Speed Underground 2. Playing a racer in the game was a lot of fun, but on the streets, I make sure to drive safely and responsibly. When it comes to racing, make sure you only do it on the streets of Underground 2. So remember to always use your seatbelts and obey the laws of the road.
So Need for Speed Underground 2 and Street Racing Syndicate were kind of released around the same time. Alright, so I have the music turned off, just as I did with Street Racing Syndicate, and the reason being is because of the copyright. So let's see what car I have. Ooh, really nice. Singular Wireless. Do you remember Singular Wireless? I sure do.
Reps from the Sport Compact car are on location tonight, and they have a hot model for the winner's hood. Incentive enough?
Okay, trying to figure out what the controls are here. What is my shift up? It looks like I have it in manual. So I have reverse and I have acceleration, but only in one gear. Okay, let me see if I can change the bindings here. Or I could just put it in auto, but I would prefer not to do that. Okay, what about if I go to the main menu? See if I can figure it there. Controls. Okay, so joypad, that's what I'm using. Throttle. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to rebind them. Okay, did that save them? Yeah, I think it did. Okay. Interestingly, you can play this game on LAN. Or you could. I don't know if you still can. Maybe through different patches or something. Okay, so I think I have it set. Not sure what car I'm running either. Alright, got it set, baby. Just getting a power slide in there, getting a little bit of nitrous. Different maneuvers that you use, it will increase your nitrous gauge there. In particular, the doing donuts. Okay, cool. I wasn't prepared for that nitrous boost. Alright, I guess it's not going to give me any points for that. I'm going to go down to an event here. Oh wait, I want that on. So I always liked the first-person view on this game, personally. Ah, here it is. Alright, let's see where it takes me. Magazine cover opportunity. If you want to get your ride on the cover of this mag, you better make it to the location in the next 2 minutes. Okay. What I'm gonna do is set the GPS. Alright, let's go. Whoa! Go, baby, go. Alright, I got it.
You couldn't get.
Ah, cool. So there's the magazine cover. Sport compact car. I believe that is actually a real magazine. Cool. Alright, let's go to Burger King. Have it your way. Hello, yes. Can I please get a fish sandwich with tartar sauce? And, a medium fry, please. Alright, thank you. Alright, thanks for my order. Have a good night.
Yo, dog. Word on the wire is that there's some action brewing in Fort Union. I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact
Okay. Let me run over to the performance shop.
location, but you should be able to find them without much problem. It should be some easy pickings, so I thought you might want in. Good luck. I'm out of here.
Behind me? Now it's behind me again, what the heck? Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, let me look at the performance. So, engine. Looks like I'm running a Street Package 1, which is a cold air intake, headers, camshaft and cam gears, performance exhaust. ECU. Street Package 1, fuel pressure regulator, fuel rail, fuel filter, remove the top speed limiter. Transmission. Street Package 1, short throw shift kit, lightweight flywheel, and a differential. Upgraded differential, anyway. For the suspension, Street Package 1, it looks like. Sport springs and shocks, and a strut tower bar. Nitrous. Looks like I'm running a dry shot, which is Street Package 1. Tires are locked, brakes locked, weight reduction locked, turbo locked.
Every track has specific layouts to really push your car. Tweak your suspension and jimmy the output before you hit the clay so you have the proper setup for the track. Throw your ride on the dyno and run it on the test track to make sure it's wired tight.
Alright, so this is very low performance in this vehicle. And it has level 1 upgrades. So, but it's running 184.2 foot-pounds of torque at 5,000 RPM. Max power is 192.1 base horses at 5,850. So just below 200 base horsepower. Torque's a little bit below that, but the specs on this car with level 1 upgrades is quite similar to an entry-level vehicle that you would buy stock nowadays. Most vehicles nowadays have torque and horsepower close to 200. You know. So, but this is early 2000s. So something like this would still be quite nice. You know, it's not something you could be like, oh shit, man. You know, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you at the drag race this weekend. You know, not something really like that, but not bad for the time, anyway. But anyways, it's running at 0 to 60 in 7.10 seconds. A 0 to 100 in just under 20 seconds, almost 19. Top speed of 159, let's just say 160, round it up. Max torque, 185, let's just say. Max power, 192. So, not bad for what it is. And, of course, you can tune it. You can tune each individual items, like the ECU, nitrous. Nitrous, I'll tune that.
Nitrous oxide. We're going B-I-G big. This here bottled up nitrous gas gives your ride a temporary boost of power when the cool gas is ejected into your engine. Tune it up, bro.
So, the further you increase the nitrous power, the more power you're going to have, but you're going to have that power all at once. So the lower that you have it, you'll have a good amount of power, a moderate level of power, but it will be over time. So if you put it all the way up, you're going to get a very, very strong boost, but it's going to be short. So let's say not quite maximum, because we want to have it be drawn out a little bit, you know? I'd even say there is fine. Because you want to have, it won't be so much power, but it will be drawn out a little bit more. So, if you want to pump it up all the way and just have one shot and boom bang, that's something for like a drag race. You'd want to have it, maybe set it there for a drag race. You know what I mean? And like in the last 30 meters or so, just boom, hit the nitrous. But if you're doing something like a circuit race or even a sprint race, you want to have it a little bit drawn down, because that way it's still not extremely powerful boost, but it's drawn out. So you can use it at different points in time when you would need to. Does that make sense? So we'll put it there. Look at the ECU.
Your electronic control unit regulates air and fuel mixtures to your engine timing. Remapping the ECU gives you the ability to fine-tune engine power at each RPM and squeeze some serious power out of your ride. Know what I'm saying?
So, the ECU controls air and fuel ratio. So, essentially, your air and fuel ratio are crucial for the power that you're going to get. So, let's say, in the first 1,000 through 4,000, crank it up. So that way you have a high amount of torque. You're getting huge air and fuel ratio on that lower stage there, on that lower tier. So that's going to, boom, get you right ahead of the pack. And then it's going to kind of level out a little bit. Kind of similar to the semantics if you think about like a supercharger versus a turbo. A turbo takes time to spool up before it starts giving you that forced induction. A supercharger is pretty much instantaneous because it's connected through the drivetrain. So as soon as you hit the gas, you have instantaneous boost. It's boom right there. Me personally, I prefer torque over top speed. I want that instantaneous boost, you know. That's what I like. But there's a trade-off because you don't have as much of a top speed later on in the lap or whatever it might be. But then again, there are also hybrid setups that have not only a supercharger but also a turbo. So you're getting top end and low end power. But you also have to take into account the parasitic drain, which means the forced induction system that you have installed is ultimately going to drain out of the power of your base engine. There's a parasitic drain that occurs. So you have to take all of that into account as well. A lot of this is like, it's engineering. These concepts are engineering, you know. Trying to get the most performance out of an engine that you can with the least amount of parasitic draw. But essentially, in this scenario here, with the ECU timed the way that we have it, we're getting a very high level of air and fuel ratio in the first 1,000 RPMs. And then it kind of drops off once you get to around 3,000 RPMs. It's okay at around 5,000, and then it substantially drops off at around the 7,000 RPM range. It's also quite comparable at the 3,000 range as well. So there's quite of a drop off there. But for the first 2,000 RPMs, you're getting a hell of a lot of torque, especially at 2,000 RPMs. You're getting a huge amount of torque. So that little leeway can get you ahead of the pack. Does that make sense? And then with your good driving skills, the concept is you just stay ahead of the pack. Use your nitrous when you need. And if you remember, we set our nitrous so that we have a good little curve there. A good balance between power and draw. So
hey, yo, man, you want to cut through the air quicker and grip the road tighter, right? The faster you go, the more front and rear downforce will be created. That downforce of air equals more grip, because your ride's getting pushed down onto the road. Yeah, you heard it right. Try it out and see.
Okay, so front downforce I can't adjust. What about the drivetrain here? Okay, drivetrain.
You're going to want to adjust your acceleration and top speed. Modify your tranny's final drive ratio to get you popping off real tight.
Right.
But don't forget about shift points, because they got to be tweaked too.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the tranny. We're going to put that acceleration all the way up. So you have a balance here. You can configure your drive ratio to where you're at top speed, or you can configure it to acceleration. So again, if we lead back to the concept of the differences between the turbo and the supercharger is going to be all the way on the acceleration side. The turbo is going to be on the top speed side. Again, turbos take time to spool. There are modifications that you can make to a turbo where it's like consistently spooling, like at a low RPM. So it's when you hit the gas, because the turbo is already spooling at a low RPM, you're already right there in that range to where it's automatically going to give you that forced induction power. But for the sake of things, we're just going to... I'll drop it down just a couple of notches, but essentially close to a supercharger. In this game, as far as I'm aware, there is no supercharger option. It's only turbos. That's why I like Need for Speed Heat, because there is a supercharger option, and I prefer that. Like I said, I'm just the type of a guy, when it comes to cars, I like superchargers. I like the instantaneous power. You hit the gas, and you got that instantaneous power. But it doesn't have top speed. You know, so like if you're running a very long run between a supercharger and a turbo, with all things considered, let's say they're equivalent, the turbo might win ultimately because it has a higher top speed. But if you're talking a quarter mile, like a drag race, a traditional drag race quarter mile, the supercharger is going to win because you hit the gas and boom, you know, 10-15 meters you're already ahead. You're close to the finish line. So it's a trade-off. But I like superchargers. I love the sound of them as well, much more so. I like turbo sounds, the blow-off valves. I really like the sounds as well, but I am a supercharger guy. I really like superchargers. Okay, so got that configured. Go ahead and save the profile. And let's get back over to the main world here. One of your custom tune setups has changed. Yes, I thought I saved that. Let's save it again. So, there's only so much you can do with the dry shot. It's definitely not comparable to a direct port, that's for sure. Thanks. Alright, so pretty cool. It seems to be pretty well configured. So let me jump over into a race here. Let's see, we have Drift and Street X. Two of my least favorites. My favorites are the sprints and the drag races. Okay. And circuits. I like circuits as well. But drifts, probably my least favorite. Yes. Not really a fan of drifting, to be honest with you. I think it's cool, and I think it has its place here and there. But ultimately, I'm not a huge fan of drifting. Street X, there's certain rules there. Forget what they are, but it's kind of like a mini circuit. So I would prefer to do that over the drift, so I'll do that. And also, I think I'll do this about for another 15 or so minutes, and then I'm going to kind of wind down here. I think I'm going to keep it at 2.5 hours tonight, so. Just under, it's 11 o'clock my time, so by the time I finish, it'll be just right before 11:30 p.m. Also, I don't ordinarily go on Saturdays. I usually stream Fridays only. I did not stream Friday night, so I was thinking, why don't you throw a stream on? Just a short little nice stream and, you know, enjoy some racing games. So that's why I figured I would. But ordinarily, if you are wondering when I do stream, it's usually every Friday. So, and usually between the hours of 7 and 9. Tonight I went on at just shy of, I think it was 9, is that correct? Yes. So a little bit at the end cusp there. But 7 to 9 is the time that I try to go on. And that way I can get done at a decent time and be able to relax and eat a meal and, you know, get ready for bed. So, don't do those late streams. I used to in the past, but not anymore. So, all right, let's roll down. Alright, there that freaking race is. Alright, let's get it. This is going to be the last race, then I'm going to wind down. Yo, baller, you up for some close quarter fast laning? It's BIG, and it's going down on an X course in about 2 secs. So the purse is only $300, but you can see the map there. Also, for Street X, nitrous is deactivated. Ah, dang it. That guy freaking did a police technique on me. What is that? It's fourth lap as well. Oh my gosh, they hit into the barrier there. I won only because of that. They cheated though, so. Alright, cool, I got it. Also, another thing about this game, I'm running it on a quad-core CPU. I'm hoping to upgrade soon, and I very likely will here in the next couple of weeks, to an i5-11600KF, which is a octa-core, or not an octa-core, a 6-core CPU. So, looking to upgrade. But I'm currently running a quad-core. But, anyways, cores aside, these older games are designed to run on a single-core CPU, so when you run them, unless you have a patch installed, you have to go into the task manager and go over to the, I forget the exact tab, but essentially what you have to do is you have to check off all of the CPUs except for CPU 0 or CPU 1, whichever you prefer, and that way it will run it on one CPU. Now I remember what it is. It's the affinity. So you have to, I think it's the processes, and then you have to right-click on the application, which in this case is Need for Speed, and then you have to set the affinity to 1. So what that means is you have to turn off all of the other cores except for one core. Why do you do that, you say? The reason you do is because that way it's less likely to crash. When you run this game on more than one core, there's a higher probability that it will crash just abruptly. Thankfully it hasn't tonight, but it is prone to doing that when you run it on more than one core. So, the more you know, right? Anyway, I think, I'm not quite sure, I think it's March 15th? March 15th is Friday, and that's when the podcasts will start back up. Until then, there's a difference with time between the parties and myself. So, we're not going to quite be able to make that time. So until March 15th, so I think that's another 2 Fridays, 3 Fridays? 2 Fridays, I think, after tonight. It's just going to be myself here. But March 15th, it will be doing the podcast, and after the podcast, which is an hour, be doing the gaming again. And I think that for the podcast, I touched on mythology myself very briefly for the first official launch of the Fringe Layer podcast. But we're going to do a part 2 when we restart. And that is because there's someone in specifically one of the party members who has a lot to elaborate on for mythology. So.
Yo, dog, good to see you rolling out tonight. There's some action in the Hotel Plaza area. No line on an exact location, but it should be easy to find. I'm heading that way. Hope to see you there.
Alright, so I think that that last Street X is up on the viaduct, it seems. Alright, let me erase this guy.
Oh man, are you still driving that heap? Hopefully someone donates you a new ride.
Yeah, hopefully you get turned around.
Oh man, that was bunk and you know it. I mean, that win should have been mine.
That was not bonk. You just lost. And don't tell me, oh, well, you turned me around. You do that all the time, so. Well, the AI does, anyway. Alright. So that's Need for Speed. Pretty fun, huh? Alright, I'm gonna save. Alright. I've got about 15 minutes here. I think I'm gonna wind down with that time. Alright, so I have to be very careful about the things that I do with music and whatnot, because YouTube is quite serious. But also, on the Steam thread here, I'll show this in case anybody's interested. Maybe you've been trying to figure out, oh, what the heck is going on with the controller? How come it's controlling the desktop at the same time? What the heck? So, disable controller desktop configuration. That's all you have to do. Because, like the person says, the gamepad acts like a mouse and a keyboard. Where it's moving when you press your buttons on your controller, it's activating stuff on the desktop, you know? So what you have to do is Steam top left menu, settings, controller, and turn off that control. Toggle it off. So that's all you got to do. So, very simple. I did it tonight and it worked just fine. So. I don't know if I can show other people's videos on YouTube. I was going to look at a cover of Aurora, but I think maybe I'd have to credit them or something. I'm not quite sure. I would imagine so. I mean, I would anyway, but I'm just not going to worry about it.
Mobile games are going
but anyways, next Friday, which is the 23rd, that'll be myself again, alone. March 1st, again, myself. March 8th, again, myself. So the next 3 Fridays, it'll be just me. And on March 15th, we will be resuming the podcast. So no copyright sounds. That's what I do. That's why I put in my title, with brackets, music provided by NCS.
Tell me what's the point if I lose myself? Spend a couple days with nobody else. Holding in my breath just to see if I can find you in my dreams. Oh, I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars above, the lost their hold on me. 'Cause I'm a sinner, I'm not a saint. A heart of a winner. So why do I turn away? Somewhere in the deepest blue, I will find you. 'Cause I'm a sinner, and God knows I'm born this way.
Pretty cool graphics for this video. I like the character that they're showing her. That's a cool character. So like it's like the darkness takes her over. Progressively takes her over. And then darkness. She's full of the darkness. I think we can all relate to that, you know? With different opinions and thoughts that run through our minds. Our environment and how that influences us. It can turn somebody that's very, very kind, very, very loving, like myself, into somebody that's very, very cold, very, very cold-hearted, that views life as nothing more than offsetting pain for pleasure, hedonism, under philosophy. That ethics and morals do not matter, that nothing matters. Maybe for the time being, but in the grand scheme of things, it does not. It's a very cold-hearted way to look at life. But that's very representative, this graphic. I like that.
This is Dave, head of marketing at a ketchup company about to use Grammarly to handle a tight deadline.
The back and forth.
So Diamond Eyes, that's called Center.
Don't ignore the signs. We've had enough of the whole damn thing that we got going.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my
This is one of the ones that I have on Spotify.
so many things that I left.
I was looking for a music video though.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions.
Hi.
a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.
How's it going, Drift?
Now there goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight for my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. There goes a sight for my soul. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by.
Just about to end here. Like, just under 2 minutes. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube. I'm not sure if you know what my YouTube is, but it's Kai Unity Kai. So same as my Twitch. But I did some street racing games tonight. Street Racing Syndicate and Need for Speed Underground 2. And the next 3 Fridays, it's going to be just me. March 15th, we'll be starting back up with the podcast between Manic Professor and Necro Assassin and myself. Yeah, good games, very fun games, very nostalgic games. But that's what I did tonight. So I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube. That's why I'm trying to be careful with the music. No copyright music. Because YouTube is a stickler for copyrights. So. But next week, I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing. I usually figure that out during the week. Kind of an idea or two comes across my mind, or I'm like, oh, that'd be a good thing to do. So, but I was thinking maybe Xbox One remote play or PlayStation 4 remote play, like Horizon Zero Dawn or Breakdown on Xbox. So I'll kind of see, but anyways, that's essentially going to do it for me, so I'm going to head on here. Good to see you, Drift. I hope you're doing alright. I'm going to upload this to YouTube, so if you care to check it out, my YouTube is the same as my Twitch, Kai_Unity Kai. So, have a good one, and maybe I'll see you next week. You check it out? Cool. Alright then, well, have a good one, and see you next time. See you later.